to work.
Yes, guys, GRP back with our last topic of the day. And this one is a no-brainer, even though, you know, we had varying thoughts on the film.
I think the world had mixed reviews.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But it's exploded in the box office like we thought it would. Black Panther Wakanda Forever has launched with a weekend of $330 million globally and $180 million domestically, which is crazy.
So they've made their dough.
It's already made globally more or just about the same as Black Adam did in its, how long's it been in the cinema?
About 4 weeks.
4 or 5 weeks.
4 or 5 weeks.
Anyway, this comes to us via Variety. And it says Marvel's Black Panther Wakanda Forever dominated the domestic box office in its debut, earning $180 million over the weekend, $180 million over the weekend, and providing a much-needed lift to beleaguered cinemas. The sequel demolished the record for a November opening in North America, soaring past the previous high water mark of $158 million set by 2013's The Hunger Games Catching Fire. Globally, the superhero adventure netted a spectacular $330 million, with $150 million of that figure coming from 55 overseas markets. Its success has a bittersweet undercurrent, however. That's because the filmmakers behind the sequel faced a shocking off-screen tragedy before production even commenced when Chadwick Boseman, the actor who had given 2018's Black Panther so much of his soul, died in 2020 of cancer. He was only 43 years old. In response, Ryan Coogler, the film's director and co-writer, refashioned Black Panther Wakanda Forever into a tribute for the late actor. In the movie, the Kingdom of Wakanda is grappling with the death of King T'Challa, and art imitates life situation that gave the film greater emotional resonance. Critics praise Coogler's deft handling of the difficult material, with Variety's Owen Gilberman writing, Wakanda Forever has a slow burn, emotional suspense. Once the film starts to gather steam, it doesn't let up. There were other hurdles facing Black Panther Wakanda Forever. The $250 million production was shot in the midst of COVID and also had to contend with an injury to one of its stars, Letitia Wright, that required filming to be suspended. That's to say nothing of the dramatically altered theatrical landscape that it now must navigate. We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. Although it does say, as it stands, Wakanda Forever has the second biggest domestic debut of the year, behind the $187.4 million launch of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Oh. So that's interesting. So
very interesting.
Yeah. That did beat it in the US North American box office, should I say? Just about. But that did make a lot. I think that almost made $1 billion, Multiverse of Madness, if I'm not mistaken. 800 to 900 million.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So, as someone who was,
I didn't hate it.
Well, you gave it a 5. Bro.
I gave it a 5. So it was just, for me.
You did change it to a 6.
I gave it a 6 because of Angela Bassett.
Okay.
But the performances were incredible. No, that's a 10. I think everybody done well. Yeah. Performance-wise. Yeah. It just wasn't the right balance of action for me, and it was just...
The story didn't make sense.
Yeah, the story...
We said from the beginning the story didn't make sense.
And that, and if I'd gone in, like I said, because you was privy to... tone down your expectations. Yeah. So I was in there gassed. I was ready. You were. I was ready to this be the greatest thing ever. I think that was the problem. I was ready for the greatest show on earth. And it wasn't that. And it wasn't that. So but I'm not surprised by what it's done at the box office. My thing is, has it got legs?
That's what I want.
Because everybody wanted to go and see it.
Yes. Yes.
And the main people that really love Wakanda Forever, guess what? They've already seen it.
Mm-hmm.
So has it got legs now?
That's what we need to see. That's what we need to see. So these superhero movies are very top heavy. They make their money in the first 2 to 3 weeks.
Right.
And then after that, it's a downward trajectory, big time. That you're 100% right.
So
bro.
it was all singing, all dancing for the first Wakanda, Black Panther, and everyone was there, and it was just an epic event. It didn't feel like that this time.
It didn't feel like an event this time.
No, because we went on the release day.
We went opening night.
So I expected more.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, the cinemas were packed, but it like you're 100%. Yeah, it didn't feel like a big event, like the first Black Panther did. Yeah, like Endgame did. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Everyone was excited. It was a big.
Yeah, it didn't feel
like that. It just felt like a really good film, and everyone's gonna go and see it.
But I think, do you know what? We should have tempered our excitement, and the reason why it didn't feel like an event was because Chadwick wasn't in it.
No.
Chadwick wasn't in it.
And I think that a lead male was missing.
Well, I think Chadwick was missing.
Chadwick was missing.
I understand what you mean with lead male, because they could have recast. Yeah. So, yes, you're 100% right.
Because there's enough women for lead female roles as well. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about balance.
Yeah.
And so, it's not like, men should be leading. No, I'm not trying to say that, but I'm saying he was such a driving force to Black Panther. But that's what I'm synonymous with. Yeah. That's how I feel about Black Panther.
And that's what it was meant to be anyway. Right. Remember, if Chadwick didn't die, he would have been front and centre.
Right. And
do you know what I mean?
And that was just such a hole in that. So this is why I'm thinking to myself, because before, like even when I go gym or whatever, people are talking about it. Nobody cared. Nobody said, you seen Black Panther yet? First time.
Do you know what? You're right.
First time, everyone I met. I see Black Panther. I saw Black Panther. It's not really that. That's not really the buzz.
I don't get that this film is going to have repeatability, because I watched the first Black Panther 8 or 9 times in the cinema.
But it's the type of film you can watch. Like I'll watch. No, I'm just saying I'll watch Black Panther today.
No,
tomorrow.
But that's what I'm saying. This one, I'm gonna go to the cinema again to watch it a couple of times.
Yeah, just because there's a lot to take in 2.5 hours.
Just to make sure that my first thoughts on it were the correct ones.
Right.
I mean, I can tell you now, it probably will be, because as I said, a big problem that I had, I said it to Leon as soon as it came up, was, what the hell? With the whole, how he's dying of an illness. I don't want to give too much away. Spoilers. Yeah. Remember, I said, like, what's this? That doesn't make sense.
Started off on the wrong foot.
100%. Even you, when I told you that, you were like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right, that doesn't make sense. Yeah. That's lazy writing. Do you know what I mean? And as soon as certain things happen, I said, yeah. Remember when the plant thing, I said straight away, that's how they're going to, do you know what I mean? And that's how it turned out.
Yeah.
It was just a bit too predictable afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of things, yeah. So, it's not the epic, as Leon said, it's not the epic that the first one was. And just on its own merits, the film has quite a few problems.
Yeah.
It just has a few, like the story didn't make too much sense. And I'm going to be honest, I'm probably in the minority here, so, call it what you will. But I didn't feel that emotional connection. I thought I was going to feel it.
So did I.
I didn't feel it. Not once.
I ain't harding,
Listen, Chadwick's death affected me quite a lot.
It affected a lot.
Do you know what I mean? It affected me quite a lot. You know what I mean? And for someone I never met before, that's weird.
Yeah.
But I didn't get any emotional.
Nah, it didn't seem to work.
And I remember he was joking, like, don't start crying, Larry. Yeah. I was like, there ain't no chance of that happening.
There was no chance.
I didn't feel the emotional content of that film. No. I mean, a lot of people did, and that's cool. That's the subjectivity of film.
Right.
But I didn't feel it, and I know he didn't.
Yeah, it just didn't chime with me.
You know what I mean?
Didn't chime with me, and I felt like there was so much time on it.
Yeah.
For me, I feel like it could have been resolved quicker.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like,
that film was a bit was about 20 minutes too long.
Yeah.
I think about 10 to 20 minutes too long.
Yeah, I mean, even...
Not that we felt the length.
No.
But it could have been
in
shorter.
hindsight, yeah, it was a bit of a drag walk.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah.
Nah.
But listen, I'm happy.
And I want it to do
money.
well.
Because
I believe that it's got legs, like... going
plenty
forward.
Of stories,
I'm not talking about this one. I'm talking about in the future and beyond.
And I think with the way the mid-credit scene went, they're looking to bring that part back.
Yes.
I don't want to give too much away because obviously we're waiting for everyone to watch it. No spoilers.
But I believe it has legs.
Yeah, because obviously the name of the person, you see, it's the
start of something.
Yeah, so I think they're trying to pander to us lot who are part of the recast T'Challa crowd. Let's just say that.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, let's see how it pays off in the future.
Yeah.
You know
exactly that.
Well, I mean, at least we can both say that we're happy it's making money.
I'm happy it's making. I want it to make money,
and I don't think it's going to make the kind of money the first one did.
No,
but it's doing well, in the box office, and great. Hats off to all involved. But guys, what do you think? Are you happy with the money that it's making in the cinema? And do you think it will catch up to the first Black Panther? Do you even think it will make $1 billion? Leave some comments down below and let us know what you think, please. And with that said, the show is over. So, guys, thank you so much for being with us. We want to give you extra thanks for the our first live stream. Thank you for getting involved. And please stay tuned for some more live streams coming in the future. That's
it.
That's about it from us. So, peace out.
Yeah.